Thanks for purchasing your Adirondack chair. Let's walk through how this package will come to you. You will get a seat or a stool assembly, which will be all the slats, the uprights, and also back legs. In another package, you will have the back assembly, which will include the head, the slats, your back uprights. Then your final package will be the seat assembly. So you have your slats, you'll have your runner and your front arm assembly. And you'll also have your arms themselves. In a separate box, you will have all your screws, and they are a star head screw, self-tapping. You will have stainless bolts with the nuts and washers. You will have a small bottle of exterior glue, and you will have a number 10 star bit that you can use in your cordless drill, or if you have a hand drill that will receive the tip, you can do that, or you can do it the old-fashioned way with a regular star bit screwdriver. Something else you'll need is a 5/16 wrench for here. A crescent wrench or an open end wrench will be sufficient. Socket or a regular box end wrench will work. And that's about it. And then you'll need some type of brush or a Q-tip swab for applying your glue underneath your slats. So that's everything that you need. Should be pretty self-explanatory. First, you'll want to unpackage everything, and a lot of times if you have room, it is easier to go ahead and lay everything out as you see. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to use my cordless drill. Your slats will come without the screws in them. I would go ahead and put each one of my screws in to my slats, and I would let at least 2 of them stick through. As you can see, they're sticking up, just these 2 on the end. Now, each location is numbered in letter, and that should have a corresponding number and letter here upon the leg. So all you have to do is match your numbers up. This one is L7 and K7. Down here on the bottom, here is L7, L7, and then this one, of course, is K7. So once you get your screws in, get the first ones out, you're going to take it, you're going to line it up, kind of put it in that hole that's already been pre-started because your chair has been fully assembled. We're going to take our time and we're going to walk through every step to do this. So if you'll get your screws started, and you want to just run it down so it is flush with the top of the leg. That's right, my assistant said we need glue. Take your glue, you can do it a couple different ways. You can pop the top on your glue and put a little dab on each part, or you can put it in a paper plate. Once you do that, I'm not going to glue mine. I'll walk you through those steps. I'm not going to glue mine because we use this one for demo. But basically, you'll take your glue on your brush. We'll just take this back apart right quick. And all you're going to do is around between the nail holes or screw holes, you're just going to dab a little bit of glue on this top surface. Okay? Just a little bit, doesn't take a whole lot. Then we're going to put that back together, screw sticking out. Put it back together. And make it flush with the top. Now if your drill has it, should have an automatic chuck, so you can set it so it'll stop. We're going to take our other leg, we're going to do the exact same thing. Screw sticking out, put it in the hole after we apply our glue. Yep. Here, here, and here. And we're going to set that back into the hole. Hard to do when you're not working right in front of it. There again, just bring it down flush. Then you're going to do the ends. Okay. And then over here as well. Alright, there's our first assembly. Go ahead and put all the screws in it. Push these out of the way. Okay, next thing, there again, put your screws in it. Have them sticking out just a little bit. I think it may be easier on this one to get 4 of them sticking out. Here again, L6. K6, L6, K6, as you can see, K6, L6, it matches up right there. We're going to apply our glue in between the holes. We're going to get that lined up. A lot of times it's easier to tilt it to you so you can see where the screw holes are at. That together. Just bring it up flush. And we'll take this screw out because I need to add a little twist to it. So make sure I'm in my holes. There we go. There we go. We're set so far. Let's go down just a hair more. Next one is L5 and K5. This one didn't have the screws coming down, so we're going to make sure our screws stick out just a hair. Both sides. We'll find our holes. And we get to put glue on them, so we're going to put glue in both places. And we're going to line those up until they hit the holes. Hold it down firmly. Drive those screws in until they're flush. Take our next one, do the same thing. There again, you'd want to put glue if you're using the glue underneath each one. Just bring it flush. There we go. Now, at this point, let's go ahead and put these down. At this point, we want to, just to make it easier, we're going to take our 2 leg assemblies, and they're going to be labeled M1 and N1. And on the inside of your chair, N1, M1. So writing go together. So we want to take M1, let me turn this around so you can see. We're going to put them together like that. Let's get us some bolts ready. Okay. Your chair will have already been put together, so you'll have a nice depression where the square of the stove bolt will go in. Okay. So that'll drop right into the wood, and that'll match up just nicely. Go ahead and raise your chair up.
Bolt part goes on the inside.
Bolt goes on the inside. That is exactly correct.
Yes.
So, there we go. So, our bolt's there. So our bolt goes on the outside of the chair. It's going to give us a nice smooth look. Then we're going to run that in. Then we have a nut. Washer and the nut. Do that on all 4 locations. Your chair will be just like this one. It will have been pre-assembled. Other side the same way. Get it into the hole where it came from. Put your washer and your nut on. The last one. And you may have to wiggle it a little bit, get it going whole. Once you get it in the hole. You have to push it in with your thumb a little bit to get it to seat up, but they'll pull themselves in once you tighten them up. Now at this point, like I said, these are 5/16, so you can use a box wrench. Crescent wrench works great. Pretty easy to use. We're just going to tighten those up. There again, I'm in my own way. And at this point, you're just going to want to snug them. Because we can come back and tighten everything up once we're done. Have everything nice and square and all that. So you're going to do that on all 4 bolts. Get them nice and tight. Or snug. Nice and snug. Now we're going to finish putting our slats on. Again, we got them started, but we didn't get them all the way through the board. So we're going to run them through. There again, little glue. You notice I didn't glue the uprights to the leg assembly. It's not necessary. Those bolts will carry all the weight that you need them to carry. Certainly not going to hurt anything if you do glue them. But a lot of times on something assembly that big, if you're not used to doing it, you can make a mess. So, all your fasteners are rust resistant, so they will last a good long time outside with no rusting. No spots. And here again, glue. You can put glue on both surfaces if you want, or you can still just leave it on the one stringer part, which will be fine. Here again, as you can see, we're just about to get there. at this point, we have one more piece to put on. Let me spin this around, and this will be our piece here as our inside decoration. There again, we want to probably apply some glue to these two surfaces. If you're not going to glue these two, then I would not put glue on their faces. So I'm going to put glue on my end grain there. Here we just have one screw each. And this is L1 and K1. K1, L1. I'm just going to set it, line it up with the holes. Kind of hold it in place. Well, gotta make sure you get it in the hole. There you go. It's hitting the bolt behind it. So there we have it. Once we run these other screws in, we will have a complete assembly. We will have a fish footstool. So now we've got 1/3 of our project done, and we will move on to the backrest.